a callous scaffolder who beat a puppy to death with a slipper, has been jailed for almost 6 months. Shadow, a 17-week-old black Labrador puppy, suffered a laceration to her liver, a broken jaw and fractured ribs in the vicious attack by Callum Jerkin. Jerkin, 27, also sent malicious voice clip messages to Shadow's owner, claiming "I have just beat it from one side of the room to the other." Between 4 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, April 3, police were called to an address in Saunders Road, Oxford, where Jerkin had caused serious injuries to the puppy. The dog belonged to a woman aged in her 20s. Jerkin was arrested on April 4 before being charged the following day. Oxford Magistrates Court heard yesterday that Jerkin, of Wood Farm in Oxford, had become angry with the puppy for defecating inside and ruining items in the house by tearing them. He started repeatedly hitting the dog with a slipper. Share this article. When the animal was struggling to breathe, Jerkin refused to get medical help. Jerkin sent voice clips to Shadow's owner which amounted to malicious communications. In the messages, he said the puppy had SHD everywhere. "I have just beat it from one side of the room to the other. I don't give a FK. That is how it will be with me. She ain't gonna do that again, because she cannot F-king walk." Later, he sent a series of further messages telling the woman there was something wrong with the dog and she was struggling to breathe. Jerkin had previously denied the charges of causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal and sending malicious communications. But he changed his plea to guilty at the last minute. Sentencing Jerkin, magistrates told him the dog died as a result of what was done to her. "You were determined to cause harm, and you made threats that you would cause further harm to the dog. You were in a position of responsibility. You used a slipper as a weapon. You did not call or take the dog to the vet or seek advice, even though you were aware she was unwell." He was sentenced to 23 weeks in prison. The scaffolder was also ordered to pay £250 compensation, £1,000 in court costs, and banned from keeping dogs for 10 years. After sentencing, the owner of the dog, who asked not to be named, told the Oxford Mail she was devastated and that the sentence was too lenient. She said Shadow was treasured by 2 children, aged just 6 and 8. She added, "I was there when she was born, and I watched her grow up and learn to walk and run. She didn't know anything else, but loved. They had only had her 5 weeks and they all absolutely adored her, and he comes along and beats her to death."